Cox Broadband. How may I service you today? Do you need your porn enabled? Have a good time, sir.
The Conservative British Parliament is pressuring ISPs in the UK to block porn content by default. Under their proposal, you would have to call your ISP and demand that your porn be re-enabled if you want to look at pornography on the internet, which I think quite a few of you probably have as one of your favorite pastimes. But Parliament says they're not anti-porn, and this is not censorship, so scared for a minute there that it was. But you know, what's next? Come on, I mean, like, you're gonna go to a hot dog vendor, buy a hot dog, and he gives you a bun and a government requisition form that you have to fill out and mail in and attest to the fact that you understand that hot dogs are high in saturated fat and contain nitrates, and then 6 months later they send you your hot dog and you get to put it on your stale bun and put some Dijon mustard on it if they don't outlaw that first and eat it? Come on! It doesn't make any fucking sense to do this kind of shit. How do you have this prior restraint law in effect? I mean, well, it's not in effect yet, but it could be very soon, and it seems like the way things are moving, they have a pretty good chance of this happening. Parliament seems like they're taking a hard stance on this. The ISPs are like, this is fucking ridiculous, but Parliament's like, we're gonna make those motherfuckers do this. This is for the children, goddammit. We standing up for the children. Well, you know what? It's not your fucking job to protect people's children. It's their job. You have children in this world. It's your job to protect them from what you believe are the corrupting influences of the world. It's not the job of your government to preemptively shut off everyone's porn to protect your retarded little fucking offspring. This law, in and of itself, if it passes, doesn't concern me that much. But what happens when it becomes the status quo, and then the forces of censorship want to take another step in that direction? What happens when they say, okay, yeah, people can look at porn, but any household that has minors in it, they don't even have the option of getting this stuff enabled. Because why does someone who's raising a family really need to look at pornography? Why even risk children having access to it? If everyone in your household is over the age of 16 or 18 or whatever the age is in the UK, then that's fine. You can look at porn, but otherwise you can't. And then what's next? You put a sin tax on pornography the same way that the United States has put a sin tax on smoking tobacco products. All of a sudden, every time you look at porn, you get charged a little bit of money. Maybe they put a little sensor on your dick, so every time you come, the government takes $35 out of your bank account or something like that. And then, of course, the next step is you just ban porn outright and completely. And hey, maybe people are going to be out there saying, hey, TJ, this sounds like the slippery slopes fallacy. Well, it is the slippery slopes fallacy, but is it really a fallacy when it comes to the government? It seems like every time you give any government on this planet, doesn't matter if it's in the United States, the UK, or anywhere else, if you give them the right to take away something of yours, they'll start taking away more and more and more. Like you pass the Patriot Act to help fight terrorists, and they start using all the powers they got in the Patriot Act to fight domestic criminals, which they weren't supposed to do, but they did it anyway because we gave them the power. Citizens of the UK, if you give your government this power, they're going to use it to fuck you in the ass. So here's what you gotta do. Here's what you gotta do to protest this. Fuck all this shit about the tuition riots. Stop protesting about that and start protesting about this proposed porn ban. And here's how you do it. Everyone, all you young people who want to protest this, take off your clothes, get naked, frolic in the streets, have yourself a great big orgy. Have an orgy in the streets, put the video of it on the internet so that I can watch. Don't fail me now, UK. You gotta do it for the love of your country, for the love of your freedom. Amen.
Just talking into the mic? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, do what he said. That orgy thing, that's a good idea. That'll teach him, oh yeah, and bring some goats. Oh, just a few little goats. And maybe people can do things with the goats, and that'd be pretty cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Goat.